guys, today we'll be making an adorable Deco Mesh candy cane with items from the dollar store. What you will need: I have my candy cane shaped wreath form. I have some Deco Mesh. It's red and white striped Deco Mesh. It's so cute. I have 3 rolls, scissors of course. I also have some really pretty ribbon. I believe it's like 7/8 inches in width, and I just have the entire roll. Alright, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my roll of Deco Mesh and I'm going to pull it through the first space, and I'm going to just tie it in a knot. So after I have my knot, I'm going to pull my mesh through the first space and make a loop. The size of the loop depends on how big you want it. I try to make mine a decent size. Whatever size you choose, just make sure you try to keep them all uniform, or as uniform as possible. If they're not the exact same, that's okay. So I made 3 little loops just like that. You can make them larger, smaller, whatever you prefer. And then I'm going to scrunch them all together. Just like that. Make sure I have it all together. Twist the Deco Mesh a couple of times. And then I'm going to come back to the first space and do the exact same thing. And when I twist the Deco Mesh, I want to make sure I have the right side of the Deco Mesh back on top, so that when I start pulling the loops through again, it'll be uniform. And then I just repeat the same step all the way around my wreath. And you can make as many or as few rolls as you'd like. Alright, so I'm coming to the end of my roll of Deco Mesh, and I'm just going to cut the mesh off of the roll, and then I'm going to tie it in a knot, just like I did when I first started. Now, depending on how big you make your loops and how much mesh you have on your roll, you're going to have different stopping places. But wherever you stop, just loop it around your ring and tie it in a knot, just like that. Just like we did at the beginning. And then you can cut away the excess Deco Mesh, or you can just tuck it away. It won't be visible, so I usually just tuck it away. And you're going to take another roll of Deco Mesh and start it doing the exact same thing. Tie it in a knot right beside the knot you just tied, and continue on all the way around your ring. Alright, so I'm coming to the end of my candy cane, and again, I'm just tying the Deco Mesh in a knot, and then I'm going to either cut away the excess or just tuck it away. I usually just tuck it away, just like that. And so this is what it's looking like, so cute and precious, and just fluff it up and make it look nice and pretty. So cute. Alright, so the last thing we need is an adorable bow, and I'm going to use the mini Bodabra. Take some bow wire and place it on my Bodabra. I usually just fold the bow wire in half and place it down. I use a nice amount because I am going to attach this to my candy cane, so I want to be able to easily attach it. Alright, so I want a tail for my bow, so I'm going to cut, I think it's like maybe 14 inches or so. I didn't really measure, I just like estimated it. So you can make the tails as long or as short as you choose. And just scrunch it down in the center of your Bodabra. And now, keeping my ribbon on the roll, I'm going to scrunch one end, fold it in half, bring the front and the back up, and place it down. And I'm going to make a loop, and you can use the measuring tool on your mini Bodabra to help you estimate the loops. And then I'm going to scrunch and twist, and then place it down. And I'm twisting because I want to keep the right side of the ribbon showing at all times. If I don't twist, then the wrong side of the ribbon is going to show sometimes. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to estimate my loop, scrunch, and twist, and then place it down. And then I'm just going to repeat this step for as many loops as I'd like. You can do 4 loops or you can do 20 loops. It's completely up to you. Alright, I think I'm going to stop here. So whenever you feel like you have enough loops, just take your scissors and cut your ribbon. And then use your wand to help scrunch everything together. It looks so cute and precious. You can maneuver and adjust everything while you have your wand in place. Then you're going to take your bow wire and take the 2 open ends and place it inside of the loop. Hold your bow in place and give it a nice tug. Just like that. And now you're going to tie your bow wire in a knot a couple of times just to keep everything nice and secure. Just like that, and it looks so cute and precious. And I did leave the excess bow wire on the back. Okay, and then just take a 4 or 5 inch long piece, tie it in a simple knot. This is going to serve as the center of my bow. And I'm just going to tie it in another knot at the back of the bow. You could definitely hot glue this in place if you choose to do so. I like to make sure my bow wire is still easily accessible on either side so that I can still tie it to my ring. Alright, so I'm just going to pick a space on my candy cane to tie it to the ring. And I pretty much just loop it around and tie it in a bow. I try not to tie it in a knot. I prefer the bow because you can easily untie it and move it around if you want to play around with it. But this looks so cute and precious. Again, you can make a large bow, a small bow. You don't have to add a bow. You can do this with whatever color you choose. If you want to do solid red, or if you want to do all white, or even like a fun color like blue or pink. Just have fun with it and make it your own. But it's so cute and precious and easy to do.